Hello, welcome back to our part two of the one of our free 30-day full stack series. Okay, subscribe, follow this playlist, free 30-day full stack series. Okay, so in this part two, if you have not watched the part one, okay, the part one is also in the series, in the playlist, free 30-day full stack series. Look for how the web works. Okay, so now in this video, we part two, we'll show you the JavaScript roadmap for beginners. Okay, we'll take you from zero to job ready. What do you need to learn about JavaScript that will take you from zero to job ready? And the most important, the exciting thing about this thing is that I'm going to take you by the hand one by one. Everything I'm going to show you in this roadmap, I'm going to teach you them for free of charge one by one. Subscribe and follow the playlist, free 30 days full stack series. Okay. So let's take a look at the phase zero. Okay. The phase zero is about foundation mindset. Very important. So you need to understand what JavaScript is. Okay. JavaScript is a programming language. A programming language is the language we use to talk to the computer to do something for us. So if you want the computer to build websites for you, make your website dynamic and interactive, you need to speak JavaScript. So JavaScript runs in the browser. It also runs on server. Okay, it can run on a browser. It can run on the server using Node.js. It powers modern web application. You can never be a web application. You can never be a web developer. You can never be a good web developer without understanding JavaScript. That is why this is very important. So JavaScript is not Java. Some people think that JavaScript is Java. Java is different. Java is also a programming language, but it is totally different. JavaScript is not only build, it's not you don't it's not only for websites. You also use JavaScript to build other things like mobile applications too. Okay, JavaScript is not magic. Don't worry, I'm going to take you by the hand. All you have to do is to subscribe to this channel, follow the playlist 30 free 30-day full stack series. Okay. Now, where do you use JavaScript? You use JavaScript for your front-end development. So if you want to be a front-end developer, you need JavaScript. If you want to be a back-end developer, you also need JavaScript. If you want to be a full-stack developer, you need JavaScript. That is why this program is very, very important. So you also use JavaScript to build mobile applications, desktop applications. You also use JavaScript to build AI tools and automation. So you can see that learning this JavaScript is going to be very, very important in your journey in tech. If you learn and understand JavaScript, you can do so much. The goal is to understand why you're learning JavaScript. Why are you learning JavaScript? Why are you taking this video? Why are you taking this class? Okay, it is a lot. You can with if you understand JavaScript, you're going to you can be a full stack developer, front end developer, back end, mobile application, desktop, AI automation. You can do so many things with JavaScript. So now let's take you through the phase one. We are going to actually teach you the basics of JavaScript. So we'll help you set up your JavaScript tools. Tools you must have is the Visual Studio Code. So Visual Studio Code, the browser, the console. Now, in the part three of the one of this free 30-day full stack series, you're going to be learning how to set up your JavaScript and run your first code. Okay, so these are the tools you must have, and they come free of charge. I'm going to show you how you can get them for free of charge. Okay, so Node.js is also for free of charge, but it's optional at this moment. Okay, when we start talking about Node.js, we'll install it. So the outcome is that if you have all these tools, you can run JavaScript. So these are the tools you need to get ready. Okay, so writing your first JavaScript. We will write your first JavaScript in the part three of this day one. So we are going to learn what is console.log, what is the alert function. Okay, we are also going to learn about comments. These are the things you're going to be learning in your phase one. So something like console.log hello world. I don't need to explain what this line of code means. We'll talk about it in the next video, in the next class, part three of day one. Okay, check out for the video. Check out for the video in the playlist. Free 30-day full stack series. Okay, so the outcome is that you understand JavaScript syntax basics. So when you go through this phase one, you're going to understand JavaScript syntax basics, how to write JavaScript and write it correctly without having errors. Okay. So you would also understand variables and data types. Okay. Variables are storage for values. When we want to store values in JavaScript, we use variables. Don't worry, you will learn more about this thing in day two. These variables and data types, you start learning them from day two. Okay. All right, so check for it in this playlist, free 30-day full stack series. Okay, you will learn about data types, numbers, strings, and boolean. These are different data types in JavaScript. You learn about the null and the undefined. Okay, so example here we are creating a variable. Let age equal to 20. So we are taking 20 and we are storing it in a variable called age. Okay, so we are also creating a variable called name and we are storing the value person into this. Don't worry, you're going to learn all these things. Trust me, I'm going to teach you step by step. By the end of this 30 days full stack series, you're going to understand JavaScript very well. Okay. So the outcome of this is when you learn variables and data types, you can store and reuse data. When you understand variables and data types, you can store and reuse data. Okay. Then we'll learn operators. If you want to perform mathematical operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, you need to learn the operators for it. You're going to be learning that. You're also going to learn how to compare values. Is 7 equal to 8? Is 8 greater than 9? Is 8 less than? Okay, something like that. You also learn about the logical operators. Then, if you understand operators very well, you can make decisions in code. You can decision making is very, very important when you're writing your program. Okay, if a user is logged in, you take them to a particular page. If they are not logged in, you take them to another page. Okay, so if a user is up to 18 years old, they can vote. If they are not up to 18 years old, they cannot vote. That is how you make decision using operators. So after phase one, the next thing is phase two. We are now going to learn the core programming concept of JavaScript. So we are going to learn conditional statements. We learn the if statement, the else if statement. We will learn the else statement. We'll learn the switch statement. Okay. Now, example is if age is greater than 18, console.log add dots. All right. So this is how we use conditional statements to your program can think. With conditional statement, you can make a program to think like a human being. Do you understand? So these are the things you're going to be learning. You will learn conditional statement, and after that, you start making your programs to think like a human being. Okay. When they talk about artificial intelligence, they use conditional statements a lot. All right. So they use conditional statement to think. So we also learn loops. We'll learn the for loop, the while loop, the do while loop. We'll learn the for each loop. And when you understand the loops, you can repeat tasks automatically. So if you want to repeat tasks automatically, you use loops. These are concepts that you cannot do without. All right, if you want to learn JavaScript. So you'll be learning this. You'll also learn functions. You learn function declaration, parameters, return values, arrow functions. Okay, here we are writing a function, greet function. Okay, at the end of after finishing learning function, you can write reusable code. Now, let me tell you something. I pride myself as somebody who knows how to teach. Ask my students, people who actually go for my paid courses. All right, they enjoy the way I teach. So I'm going to break this thing small, small steps. Okay, step by step. I'm going to break it down. You're going to understand all this thing. Trust me. Okay. Now, after phase two, we go to phase three. In phase three, we now learn about data structures. Okay, we learn about structures that we use to store data. All right, because in computer you work and manipulate data. You work a lot with data. So how data structures? Which structure do you use to store data? So we talk about arrays. We learn arrays, creating arrays, indexes, array methods, the push and the pop method, the map filter reduce method. Now, as a web developer, you'll be doing a lot with data. You fetch data from the database, right? So when you fetch this data from database, inside of your website, you also manipulate and work with this data. So with the array methods, all right, it's going to help you to handle collection of data. When you understand arrays very well and the methods of arrays, you can handle collection of data that you fetch from your database, all right, data that you get from APIs, you can handle them very well. So we also learn DOM manipulation. Okay, we will learn about how does we told you that JavaScript is what makes website to be dynamic and interactive. So it is this DOM manipulation that help us to make our website interactive. So when you learn DOM manipulation, you're going to understand how to interact with web applications, web pages. Okay, so this is very, very important. Now, we now go to JavaScript in the browser, okay, phase four. So DOM manipulation, all right, we learn all these things in DOM manipulation. Now we also learn about events, all right. What is an event? An event is an occurrence of something. When something happens, that's an event. So we also have events in JavaScript. When somebody clicks on a button, it's a click event. When somebody submits a form, it's a submit event. Key up. When somebody types as in presses a key, we have key up, we have key down, we have event listeners. So when you understand this event, your site reacts to user. That makes your website very, very dynamic and interactive. Okay, so these are the things you're going to be learning. Okay, now phase 5, we are going to now learn advanced JavaScript. We are going to learn core skills. We learn about scope and hoisting, global versus local scope, block scope, hoisting. The outcome is that when you understand what we mean by scoping and hoisting, you will make fewer errors. All right. As a beginner, you will be going to be making a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors. But as we grow in the journey, you understand scope and hoisting. You will be writing fewer. You'll be having fewer mistakes in your code. So we also learn asynchronous JavaScript. Now, this is very, very important because when we are actually consuming APIs, okay, when we are writing APIs, consuming APIs, there's something we call a synchronous JavaScript. Don't worry, we'll teach you this thing in this free 30 days full stack series. Okay. So all you have to do is to subscribe and follow this playlist, free 30-day full stack series, so that you don't miss out on any of this. Okay, so we'll learn callbacks, we'll learn promises, we'll learn asynchronous, async and await keywords. The outcome of this, if you understand asynchronous JavaScript, you can handle APIs and real application very, very well. All right, you can build back-end application, front-end application, connect your front-end to your back-end, consume APIs, consume Facebook APIs and stuff like that. Okay, now you would also learn how to fetch data and how to use APIs. We will learn fetching data, we will learn JSON objects, we will learn how to handle errors. Okay, when you understand the fetch and application interfaces, programming interfaces, you can connect your front end to back end. So if you want to learn how to connect your front end to back end, this is what you need to learn. And don't worry, I'm going to teach you these things in this free 30-day full stack series. Okay. So in the phase 6, we are going to learn about modern JavaScript. We'll learn the structuring, spread operator, template literals, modules. Okay. Now the thing is that most of the tutorials you see on YouTube don't teach you this. All right. Most of the tutorials don't teach you this. So, but you need to understand these things so that you can write clean and professional code. All right. You can write clean and professional code if you understand this. Okay. We will also learn JavaScript frameworks. We also learn React. All right. We'll learn React, components, props, and state, hooks, routing. Then the outcome that we'll be building real world applications. Okay. If you learn React, you can build real world applications, front end applications. Next.js is optional. We would also teach you that. Okay. When you learn Next.js, you can learn file routing, server-side renderings, SEO optimization. The outcome is that you can build job-ready front-end. You can become a job-ready front-end developer. So if you follow this roadmap, if you follow me on this free 30-day full stack series, you're going to understand all these things. Okay. So testing and best practices. So most times, the code that we write can have errors. So we need to test them beforehand. All right. Before we deploy our application, before we make our application for users to see and make it available for users, we need to test them. So we'll learn debugging, we'll learn error handling, we'll learn how to write clean, we'll learn clean code principles, we'll learn basic testing. All right. The outcome is that you are a professional. If you get to this phase 8, all right, you have become a JavaScript professional, and getting a job is very, very easy. Okay. So then you will learn backend. You will learn Node.js basics, Express.js, REST APIs, database, MongoDB. All these things you're going to learn in this 30-day free full stack series. Subscribe, follow the playlist, free 30-day full stack series. Okay, at the end of this thing, you become a full stack developer. Now if you follow me, all right, in the next 3 to 6 months, I'm going to help you to become a full stack developer and become job ready. At the end of by the end of 3 to 6 months, you can go comfortably go into any firm, any IT firm, and tell them that you're a full stack developer and submit your CV with your portfolios. Okay. So Job ready skills, will build projects together, you build to do app, you build authentication system, you build API based application, you build your personal portfolio. Okay, so call to action, subscribe. All right, subscribe, follow the playlist, turn on notifications so that you don't miss out. Okay, follow the playlist, free 30-day full stack series. Okay, join the WhatsApp link, join the WhatsApp class. The link is in the description. Okay, and also in the pin comment. Comment, I want you to comment JS ready, JavaScript ready in the comment section. Comment JS ready. And the thing is that the more you like and comment, all right, YouTube will make this video available to other people so that people can also learn for free of charge. So help YouTube algorithm, help us push this video so that other people can benefit from this class. Free 30-day full stack series is something that can help anybody to become job ready in 3 to 6 months and get a job as a full stack developer. Okay, so like, share, comment JS ready in the comment section, follow the playlist, like the playlist, free 30-day full stack series. Okay, now get ready for day one part 3. So in the next video we'll be talking about JavaScript, how to set up JavaScript and write your first code. Look for this video in the playlist, day one part 3, JavaScript setup. Okay, go to the playlist, free 30-day full stack series. Okay, you will see this video. Share this with your friends and I'll see you in the next class.